so fucking small and weak.
Well, I'm shrinking rapidly, so. Okay.
You're not? Are you actually?
Yeah.
Losing
It's
weight?
just losing weight, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, test. Looking good. Is the microphone going? I think so.
Oh, yeah. Rocking.
Yep. Okay.
Boom.
Let's get on the talk. Even though if kids pop up right now, they're supposed to be in school. Shoot.
Imagine they're just sitting in their class watching us. Be pretty funny.
There we go. Okay, hold on, TikTok. I got to get this painting in the back in frame. I like this one.
Sick. Because they're going to be able to see that.
Yeah.
It's way fucking.
It's like 5,000 miles away.
It's all right.
Okay.
Adds to the aesthetic.
Okay. All right. We've been live for a minute. We're going to hit the song, play for about 40 seconds, and we'll get rocking.
That's all right.
Okay. We look a little dark. My light messed up. Next time will be better. This one looks great.
That one looks good. It's almost like if we could just.
I should be able to actually edit it and make it brighter on the what do we call it, app.
Yeah. Two up there.
People are popping in and out.
You know how many more views you're gonna get if you bring the investment? It's hard because these fucking arms just get into my head. That works. They get the point.
There we go.
I don't even know if I want to be on there.
You want to be on my talk, dude.
Alright, cool.
We also have another thing if you want to go live on one of yours.
That's not. She's alright.
Do it, dude. Go live and get us some people.
Next time.
Get on your IG. Too shy, dude. You get in the freaking cage and get punched in the face. You're too shy.
That's easy. I'm gonna talk to nobody.
It's since our topic, not to spoil it, is about death. I saw a thing one time that more people would rather be in the casket than giving the eulogy
Makes sense.
at a funeral.
That's hilarious.
All right.
That's not that bad.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, it's that camera up there. It should be good.
Right in the middle.
You are in the middle because we're doing. Because eventually, I'm trying to learn how to like edit them both so that it changes.
Right.
I've been watching videos. All right, what up, everybody? After a brief hiatus, we're back.
What up?
Coach and the effable co-host Coco. So, what's up, man? What have you been doing?
Man? Nothing. What's new? How you doing? How you feeling?
I don't feel good, but
Sucks, man.
I'm getting stuff going.
Yeah.
I'm like proud to prove these dudes in the white coats wrong, that I'm a lot harder to kill than the average guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Well, to be fair, a lot of what they say is bullshit anyway. So
it's true.
yeah,
they're just trying to get. If you watch all those commercials for medicines and stuff, they're just trying to get a kickback.
right.
I feel that a lot of times.
Yeah.
So you had a fight scheduled last time we talked. It got called off. Now what's on the docket?
Yeah. So dude pulled out. That sucked. Well, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. So, well, you know what's actually kind of crazy? I don't think I told you this yet, but there's a Netflix card next week. Or I'm sorry, next month.
Yeah.
I think it's in
the most compelling card in MMA right now.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, with Ronda Rousey
Yeah.
and Nate. So one of the first fight is this dude, and they posted the flyer on Facebook.
Okay.
And it said for his opponent, there was just like a blank spot.
Yeah, I saw that. TBD.
Yeah. So I hit up the boys,
Yeah.
the squad, and I had them hit up his people because they know him,
Yeah.
and they threw us in the hat as a potential.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, that would be
yeah.
sick.
But it's probably kind of unlikely. But
And it's getting a little late.
it's getting a little late, and we actually talked to their team, and they said that they're looking for a high profile. I probably shouldn't say this on here, but whatever. Who's going to see it? But they're looking for like a high profile, kind of easier fight, you know?
I see.
So basically like an influencer or something, so they could just rake in all the.
Well, you should have gone on your live then. Get your influence up.
I know, but
Okay.
But
Well,
you never know, you know.
Shoot for the stars and land on the moon, or
whatever. Dude.
Yeah.
Shoot for Netflix, land on freaking Hulu.
Sounds good.
You know.
Yeah.
So,
okay. So,
yeah.
but you're training?
I'm training, and I'm training super hard. And I'm just, dude, so I turned 35 in August. And
what?
Yeah. And I know, dude. I'm turning into Unk. Like
almost 70, dude. That's halfway to 70.
Yeah. That's
Think about that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, this next 35 years I'm gonna make them crazy.
Okay.
But
not to step on today's theme.
Right. Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, hey man.
Yeah.
You know, I've already dodged death enough times. Who knows?
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, training super hard, and what I'm trying to figure out is, what sport do I want to commit to? You know?
Yeah.
Is my biggest dilemma right now. And
okay.
You can give me some input on this, but like I've done, obviously I got my MMA experience, I've done pro boxing, and I've done pro Muay Thai now, but what do I want to do with these last 2 years to like go as big as I can to make sure that when I hang it up, I'm like content with it, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now.
I mean, jiu-jitsu world is growing, and it's competitive, and there's some notoriety there. Any endurance sports is pretty cool too, like the Diaz boys do and stuff.
But I mean, that's after though.
Yeah.
I'm talking like I still want to compete, you know.
Yeah.
I'm still game, and I can still get down with the best of them. So that's what I'm trying to. Because if I pro debut in MMA at 35, the likelihood of, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't want to say.
I mean, Brock Lesnar.
It's true.
You could be the next Brock.
Kind
of remind me of him.
Dude, shut up. How?
In no ways.
Right.
You remind me of him because there's nothing about you like him.
Right.
And so then it makes me think of all the things you could be.
Kind of look like if I was 50 pounds heavier.
No, try 150 pounds heavier. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Just kind of trying to figure out what's next, but still got my foot on the gas. You know,
love it.
Feel great.
All right, and then we'll talk about your seminars or whatever you call them at the end. First, we got to dive into a fun, lighthearted topic.
Cool.
Death.
Fun.
Yeah.
Let's dive in.
Less than death, life, right?
Right.
So, Memento Mori. I study, if you guys don't know, I study a lot of the tenets of Stoicism. And I love Marcus Aurelius, and I love the first philosophers in Greece that kind of had this idea.
Mm-hmm.
And Memento Mori is a Latin term translated to remember you die.
Okay.
And to me, I think of it as not meant to be dark. It's meant to sharpen how you lived. You know what I mean? And so I had 2 deaths recently that impacted me in 2 very different ways. One was my cousin's son was murdered. We don't know the details yet. It was in Dayton.
Brutal.
And he was 27. He was a very affable, nice, happy guy. And there was some sort of shooting. A 60-year-old man shot him. Don't know the details.
Yeah.
But it's brutal because that was potential taken away in an instant.
Yeah.
And then on the absolute opposite end of the spectrum, a man named Don Borges, Coach Borges.
Yeah, I heard about that.
He passed away, and he was athletic director. He was on South Tahoe's first wrestling team. I was on scholarship board committee with him. When I first started coaching, he was the athletic director. Wrestling just had a banquet a couple weeks ago, and he was there.
Damn.
And he was always somebody that I looked up to, and like wanted him to think I was doing good and to give me like
how old was he?
He was in his early 60s. The reason that both of those had the opposite impact is Don lived his whole life caring for other people, inspiring people, living as a good example, being on scholarship boards, being involved with schools. He was a math teacher. He was a coach. He was on service boards like Kiwanis and that kind of stuff. And he was like the perfect example of dedicating your life to making your community and the lives of people around you better.
Mm-hmm.
And when I shared my feelings on his passing, I was shocked in a good way at like how many people had a similar experience with him.
Sure.
And it really sort of like cemented and validated my opinion of a life caring for others is a worthy life to live.
Right.
Right. And he didn't have kids. And we had recently talked about that because I don't have kids. And he said, when you don't have kids, you have to like really find a way for your life to have purpose other ways.
Right.
And he's like, you're doing that. You just don't know it. And he's like, I did that before I knew it.
Did he end up having kids?
No, he didn't. But he has 1 million kids in the community that are like his kids. Right. And he always joked to me. He had a funny line. I told him I'm like Genghis Khan. I have millions of kids, just don't know who who exactly they're from, right? And all these people, and he was always like, you're Genghis Khan that nobody would make a kid with themselves.
Oh no!
Yeah,
that's funny.
So anyway, to think of Memento Mori, like to remember that we die. A couple of the benefits to me. One is a perspective shift. Petty problems lose weight. You know what I mean? When time is finite, you realize that a lot of the problems we have with girls, with school, with a job, with all of this stuff, those aren't heavy. That's not what's going to be written about you when you pass, and that's not what's going to be part of your legacy.
Right.
It's how you deal with those things daily and routinely that's going to be a part of how you're remembered and who you are, right?
Absolutely.
And it also makes you think about what actually matters. Your relationships, your purpose, your integrity.
Yeah.
That type of thing. You know what I mean?
100%.
And so like when you're thinking about the lives of people that you've lost, you just never think about the time that they had an argument online that you saw, or like a boss that they didn't get along with or whatever. You think of their smile, you think of the good times you had together, you think of
the good things they did,
how they made you feel.
Right.
Or conversely, if they were a punk ass,
you think about that too.
You think about that too, and you're like, you know what I mean? So I just think knowing that we die and thinking about it that way is very helpful for me to like realize that it's a big picture of your life that matters, and like all of these small little things add to that big picture of your life.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's powerful. Do you think that a lot of people lose touch of that perspective?
Oh yeah,
because life just happens.
And so like when I was reading that Memento Mori, like the description, and I was reading Marcus Aurelius' writing on it, that was the exact point of it, was like that people generally have a myopic view, meaning they just look at the exact little problem that's right in front of them, and they live their life based on an emotional reaction to what's currently happening, instead of the broader picture of what their life means.
Right.
And I think that like that's the easiest perspective to lose on earth, like because we're fueled by emotions.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially if you're an Italian. But no, like in general, like.
And so what do you think that boils down to? Just like ego or what?
I think it boils down to ego. I think it boils down to, part of it is an evolutionary trait. Like when we were cavemen and stuff, we had to just act on what we felt. But now we have the luxury of, instead of our sole purpose is just the survival of our species, it's now like legacy and the importance of our life and forwarding our species into like a brighter future. Right. So I think some of it is a natural thing that is innate in us. And then part of it is a cultural thing and a negative thing, that where all of these government people and advertising people and all of those people just constantly capitalize on our emotion.
Right.
And so we're like programmed to feel it and feed it. And when we're young and we don't have a future, thought,
Right.
bigger thought and wisdom to back it up, like we're directed by Instagram or TikTok or ads or people giving a political speech
So
or whatever.
I got a question for you then.
Yeah.
So like you've done a lot in this community. Obviously, you've poured a lot of your attention, energy, and love into a lot of people. So what do you think is like the true value of like a person's actions? Because I think a lot of us like think that we need to gain things in life.
Yeah.
Like a lot of life is built around what we can gain financially, in relationships or in career, whatever it is. And so I think I'm curious your opinion, because I think a lot of people trip themselves up by their intentions might be in a good place because they're trying to live a good life, but their actions might be misplaced, or maybe their heart is in the wrong place. So you've done so many things for the community and for people. I'm just curious what your take is on, I guess, what the true, like what is truly all about, and like what your actions should kind of look like to live what you would say is like a positive, powerful life.
Yeah. Well, I think the first part of that, like I say, like a broken record, that human beings are tribal by nature, right? And that we all do better when we have the other members of our tribe in the forefront of our mind.
Right.
And so I just think that when you passed, like there's sort of an exercise that when I was researching that was talking about a very valuable exercise is to write your own obituary right now.
Oh, wow.
And so to me, when I think of Don Borges that just passed, he has some cool cars. He has a boat. He has a house in the Keys. But it's done. But on his Facebook post, nobody said, "Rest in peace, Don. You had a sick house in the Keys and your cars were cool,
Right.
and it's sick that
Right.
you had a boat." No one says that.
Right.
Everyone's like, I was struggling with math and Don taught me in a different way.
Right.
I was on the wrestling team and he brought some shoes in for me and gave me a pump up.
Right.
He like was an example that I followed when I didn't have direction. All of those things they say about that guy. And then when you think of my cousin who lost his life early, all of the thoughts are he was happy and loving, and I wish I had more time with him.
Right.
I wish I had, I wish I could have seen what family he would have raised or whatever.
Right.
So if you think about it that way, the best way to live is like in a way where if your obituary is not already written, write it ahead of time. What would you want it to say and what would it say?
Right.
And then what would the words that are cleverly omitted not say? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so to me,
would you say the people that give the most struggle the most? It's kind of a bland statement, but
so
what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so it's actually a good question, because I noticed before I got shut down here with all these problems, I noticed a few things eating at me. Like I was always seeking kids who were struggling mentally. I was always like saying yes to things that I knew would be good for people and all of that. And then there's times where the reciprocation isn't immediately evident.
Right.
And you start to it starts to eat at you a little bit.
Sure.
It starts to make you feel that way. I do think people that give the most struggle in a lot of ways, but I also, about 20 feet behind us, fell on my back a couple summers ago, not able to breathe. And I wasn't thinking, oh man, I gave too much of myself. I was thinking about all of the positive that I had done and that I wasn't ready.
About what you gained, thinking about what you gave.
Right. And I was thinking about like, you know what, if I pass right now, these kids that I gave speeches to all the time are going to have that part of me in their life. I'm going to think about like the time that, there was one time where there was this neighbor that was bullying a kid and his mom. And what's up? Get your money up. There was one thing I was thinking of when I was laying there, like there was this kid who lived with just his mom, and there was a neighbor who was like bullying them, right? And I went over there and said, hey, they're not alone. Like they got a man looking over them. And I was just like, when I was laying there, I was thinking like, I've done a million of those things.
Right.
And there's people that have a positive view of me forever, right?
Sure.
And so when I was thinking that maybe I was going to pass, like, you know what? I did it. And I think Don, when he was passing, probably had that same thought. You know what I mean? And I think that's a gift you give yourself by giving to others your whole life.
I agree so much. I think that impact that you make, it lasts on people, and it also makes an impact on people that works magic in their life that expands beyond them. Like my mom, because my mom passed at 19.
Yeah.
She was like, so when she had her service or whatever up here, the whole town came out.
Right.
And that's all everybody said. Like she didn't make a lot of money. She didn't, like have much in that regard, but like the amount of love that she left, her print with on so many people was like, it was crazy, how many people came out talking about the small moments.
Right.
And for me, like, losing her at 19, she's changed my life. Like almost every day I think about her, and a lot of my actions are kind of in honor of that positive print that she left. And I just think that, like nothing is infinite, but to your point, it is pretty sweet to see what people can do with their lives, as far as the prints that they leave, before they leave,
So that is awesome, because what I think of, you like perfectly segued into another point that I had, legacy mindset, right? Like the small moments, thinking about death, the small moments matter more. They make us grateful for those, but like how we keep talking, how do you want to be remembered? And then do your daily actions reflect that?
Right.
Like to me, nothing motivates me quite like realizing my to-do list is longer than my lifespan.
Right.
You know what I mean? I thought of it that way today. Like the amount of things I want to do, there is literally longer than the amount of minutes I have. And that is awesome, humbling, and motivating. You know what I mean? And I just think it's kind of a reminder, hey, maybe right now is a good time to send the kind text, email, write a letter. Right now is the time to get to the gym and train. Right now is the time to read the self-help book. Right now is the time to
stop and look around and see if there's a stranger that you might walk past and give a shit.
And I talk to kids all the time that talk about they're bored.
Right.
They act like being bored is an emergency. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like boredom is a luxury, man. There's people all around the world that don't have a second to be bored.
Oh, for sure.
And so like, do you want to be remembered? How do you want to be remembered for that time you were bored and what you did with that time?
Yeah.
And like, I always tell the kids, you don't need more time. You need more discipline to stay away from the distractions. And I think that's kind of like one of the most powerful ways, hey, stop scrolling and do something.
Right.
Like, and I'm victim to it. Everyone is. Like, I can't tell you how many times I open my phone for one thing and then I'm 20 minutes older and accomplish nothing,
Yeah.
And like, do you ever think about how crazy it is that we know we die and then we just burned 2 hours on looking at bulldog videos on Instagram,
Yeah, unless they're your bulldog videos.
Yeah.
And you should watch them.
Well, I do. I take pictures of my dogs and then look at them for like an hour.
Right.
Well,
I mean, everybody else.
So
does it count your own views?
I don't know. If it did, that's probably why I have all these views. So like, there's all these dumb things we waste time on. I want to challenge anyone who's paying attention here that next time you're bored, write your obituary. I'm going to write mine. I didn't have time to do it today, but when I saw that, like how good that is for people, like I already kind of do it in my mind, but
yeah, I think you're already there, man.
Write your obituary.
Yeah, that's powerful. About that. I think you're already there. I think you've done just such incredible things on this world, made an incredible impact,
Appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean,
one thing I also want to encourage everybody to do is stop arguing with strangers online.
Yeah.
I've never once read a comment that changed my mind, and I'm pretty sure that goes 100% for everyone.
Yeah, especially now.
And like politics and all that stuff. I was thinking about it. I used to do this thing where I would travel to places that got smacked by a hurricane and help them build something.
Nice.
And so what I noticed is I've been to the poorest places on earth and found the happiest people. And I've been to pristine neighborhoods that have virtually no problems, a gate, a gate to keep the riffraff out. And I found ungrateful, angry, upset, sad, belligerent people. You know what I mean? So that just kind of ties into that whole thing of like, nobody's going to talk about what you got. They're going to talk about what you gave.
Yep. Yeah, 100%.
So
and it's weird times. So it's important that I think we take this all into account, because literally I think our country's trying to divide us right now, and it's sad.
Oh, it 100% is.
Yeah.
And like they feed off of making you angry and that emotion.
Yeah.
And
then we buy into it, man. Like,
leads me to an idea I got for an app. I know we're not trying to get stuff, but I think we can get stuff out of this one.
Okay. Here we go.
While you're watching your screen, if you pass a certain threshold, it just pops up a message. Remember, you die. Memento Mori. Remember, you die.
I like it.
Although I would.
That would pull you right out of whatever dumbass really
probably
watching.
Would. I mean, I would probably ignore it like I do every other red dot and say I'm watching Bulldog videos, but no, I think it would. I think it would.
Maybe even your phone can vibrate or even like shock
just
you.
Buzz every once in a while. I'll be like, dude, remember you die. Or like every time you hit snooze button, it says, bro, you die. Remember you die.
Just remember you die.
Just remember that you die.
Yeah.
Okay, no free ads. I'll make sure they don't see the logo.
Yeah. Legit, pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
But
so I guess sort of to tie it up is, live with a purpose and make sure that purpose, when it's all said and done, when it's written down, is something that you would want to have read and written about you.
Right.
And like read obituaries in the newspaper and all of that, and just kind of map it. And also, so I have a challenge for us.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I thought of like, imagine if your obituary just says something like he had potential, but also Wi-Fi. Like when you think about how much time people spend on their phone.
Just he had potential.
He had potential. ...
That's terrible.
But also Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So I also was thinking there's stuff that all of us put off that actually matters. And I wanted to ask you, what are you putting off that actually matters?
What am I putting off personally? Yeah. I think myself in a lot of ways. I think I doubt I think right now I believe there's a lot of like my actions are pretty solid right now. I'm doing a lot of good work.
I agree.
But I feel like I hold myself back personally from my highest potential too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So stop that.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's like, I don't know exactly what that comes from, if that's like the form of like imposter syndrome or if that's just normal. But, I feel like I've always not yet reached the threshold of my potential in a lot of ways. And I've gotten closer as I've gotten older.
Yeah.
But, like I said, I'm pretty heavily like, I'm kind of right where I want to be right now. And I'm really thankful to say that the work that I'm doing, the effort, my daily efforts are solid.
Yeah.
I have a lot of different projects. Everything is purpose driven and because I love it. And I'm doing a lot for the community and stuff. But yeah, I think that I hold myself back quite a bit.
That's cool, man. I agree that you're on the right path. And I also listened to a speaker one time that said, if you are the kind of person who thinks you're not reaching your potential, you're the kind of person who is.
Damn.
Yeah. That's so,
wow.
And like, if you think you can do more, you can do more. But on the other hand, like, it's the people that are always trying to expand and grow and think that they're not, that are the ones that are doing it daily. And it's the people that are content with where they're at that don't grow and aren't.
That's crazy.
To me, I got a silly one. I was thinking about if I died my junk drawer and my tools are all combobulated,
Okay.
and I wouldn't want to leave this mess. I wouldn't want that to be my legacy. So first one I've been putting off is, see how I put this nice. You guys can't see it out there in the world, but see how I put this nice pegboard?
Yeah.
I have all the hooks, and all I have is the levelers and a couple of spoons up there.
So you got some work to do.
I got some work to do, and I've been
Yeah.
putting that off. What I wanted to do is hang it and then outline the tool, so I know like where the tool
Oh, yeah.
fits. But instead, if you guys can't see,
Well, it'd actually be kind of funny.
I've been doing a lot of painting every time I come out here. Instead, see that one?
That one's pretty legit, actually.
That was like one of my earlier ones too. That one behind him. There's a couple cool ones back there that are already spoken for. But in a deeper one, I read your book you wrote.
Thank you.
I loved it.
Thank you.
And I thought I need to do that.
Yeah, you do.
I can write
An amazing book.
I can write
Yeah.
super good. Like every time
Yeah.
I send somebody a message, they're like, I wish I had your way with words or whatever.
Dude.
And I've started it a few times, but I've never just pulled the trigger and just sat down and dumped it all out. I want to put story of my life and anecdotes and all of that.
Yeah.
And I have like 2 gigs of speeches that I've typed up that I've given that I would love to like organize, compile, and just sort of put that out.
Place them in there, maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick.
Because like when I give a speech to the team, they fight over who gets the copy of it.
Really?
Last one I gave, I just printed a bunch of copies, and the kids like wanted it so bad. And I was thinking like, dude, people are craving this, and I'm not giving it to them. So that's
valuable,
something that really matters that I've been putting off, and like I need to do that.
Do it. Make that time, man. And honestly, if you do it while you're struggling, it's gonna be that much more potent. You know? There's this sick quote when I started first writing my book, and I was going through a lot of stuff. It was, those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. And that's what got me through. Like, I would just sit down and write. And honestly, a lot of the early, it's been about 1.5 years now, but that first, half, 3/4 of it was pretty tough, because I was going through a lot of stuff on the back end. But it can be a lot more powerful when you're kind of bleeding like your emotion and into it,
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of discipline too.
I know. Dang it. And I just had a thing about being more disciplined and less distractions.
Yeah. And it's hard because also like you want to write when those, creative juices are flowing. So I'm learning about that too. It's
like
tough to just write.
Easier when you're feeling good about things.
Yeah.
But also I've never been less busy and had less excuses.
Right.
We got a dog. That's Buttercup.
Oh, it's Buttercup. Sorry, Buttercup.
Buttercup's making an appearance. Also, so you guys know, another thing I've been putting off that everybody wants, me and Buttercup are going to do stupid jokes again. I've been getting too many requests. Get her up in here.
I'm trying, dude. I don't want to hurt her.
No, she's tough. She fights Chunky every day.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You fight Chunky, then you'll be all right. Oh, God.
She thinks she's tougher than she is, but she's pretty tough for her size. She's like you. All right. So, like, I just want to kind of say, live on purpose. Just live on purpose. Don't be drifting. Don't waste it. You get one. You only YOLO once. I always say that. Dude, one of the seniors, one of the seniors is used that as her senior quote. Oh, yeah. I got a text, permission to use your quote for senior project, and I'm like, or for my senior quote, and I was like, which one? I got 1 million. She's like, you only YOLO once. I was like, oh, it's so dumb. I was just trying to be dumb. I was making fun of you guys for saying YOLO, and then now it's become like an actual part of me, and it actually kind of
should make a shirt. You
only YOLO once. Yeah.
It's your face on the back. Thumbs up.
You only YOLO once. So YOLO hard. The first time that I heard YOLO, I was, I used to teach the class that had all the freaking troublemakers in it.
Right.
And they were making fun of this one. So we had to do this reading out loud thing. And I didn't want to make him do it, but it was like the assignment. Okay. So this kid is like struggling. He cannot read. And I'm like, oh, brutal. And the kids are making fun of him, right? And then we stopped, and it's like 10 minutes later, and one of the kids is doing an impersonation of him trying to read that thing. He takes his sandwich and screams YOLO and fired the sandwich right in the kid's face. It was one of the best things I ever said. So, and like,
YOLO
the other,
first.
so I didn't,
Legendary.
let's invite Chewy, see what he's doing.
You gonna invite him in?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
So like the other kid went and told, so I had to write on the form, kid threw a sandwich across the room and yelled YOLO. Yeah.
Oh, that's classic.
I know.
Kid's a legend.
So yeah, we're on the clock. Don't hit snooze on your life. What up, Chewy?
How you been, bro?
Good, dude. We're doing our podcast.
You're in it right now,
It's
dude.
been a minute since I seen you.
I know. How you
You gonna be at the school anytime?
soon? Yeah, maybe like at the beginning of next school year. I got a couple plans.
I'll be there. You just gotta tell me when.
All right, I'll find you.
It's nice talking to you.
You too. You got anything to say to the podcast? You're live, bro.
I mean, this is my security guy from OCR. And he taught me a lot of
Just
that
talking
stuff
about
that I got in trouble.
Dude, it's it's funny that you say that, because right when you popped up, I was telling stories about when I had that job and the troublemakers I dealt with.
Yeah, it was us, huh?
Yeah, you're one of the all timers, dude. You make the all time list, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm different now. I'm doing good at the high school now.
I know. I always get good reports on you. I'm proud of that, man.
Thank you, bro. That's all I want to do. Just do good in school.
Yeah, that's important.
Hell yeah, bro. Thank you.
Yeah.
It feels good to talk to you, though. So you'll for sure be there next year?
Yeah, I'll be around. I got some plans to do some stuff.
Oh, perfect. Then I'll be in those plans.
All right, you better get back to school.
I will. Don't worry.
All right. All
Have a
right.
good one, Coach Ryan.
Later, buddy.
I miss you.
Miss you too.
That's funny.
That was perfect,
I
right?
thought that was the other Chewy.
No, it
That's a
was.
different one.
There's. So I found out a lot of dudes named Jesus go by Chewy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
not
couple.
Chewy Chavarine. I talked to him recently though. Another sweet thing. You remember Michael Valney?
Yep.
All right, so he wrestled in the Armed Forces Championships. He was on the team with Wyatt Hendrickson, who's known as Captain America, and he competed with some Olympians, like some of the top
No
dudes.
way.
Yeah, it was really cool, and he got to represent the Air Force.
Oh wow.
And if he keeps working, there's possibility where, well, so basically he's getting paid by the Air Force to train and to wrestle, which is cool.
Yeah.
And there's possibility that if he keeps rocking it, he'll get to travel to all these tournaments where our armed forces wrestle
damn.
against the armed forces of other countries and
Oh,
stuff.
that's cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. And he hadn't wrestled for like 8 or 9 years, and then got out there, and his first match was against a dude who'd got an Olympic medal.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he didn't look out of place. It was pretty cool.
Nice, dude.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah,
That's awesome, bro.
yeah.
This guy's probably sounds so funny on the audio.
Yeah.
It's probably all it's picking up.
You should hear the snores, man.
Oh, I bet.
All 3 dogs get in a pile.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know the term dog pile? I have that every night, dude. They all pile on each other and they're just and ripping farts. It's perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
buddy.
All right. So, Coco, spotlight on what you're doing and how your MMA program's going.
Oh, dang, dude, you're gonna put it on me like that?
Yeah.
Nah, it's cool, man. So dang, dude, so much has happened since I think the last time that we chatted. But the MMA program was rocking. I mean, it is rocking, but we're coming up on our last 2 months. So our first, it was supposed to be 3 months, and then we extended it. We extended it again, and then now we're going into our last 2-month session.
Okay.
And so it was kind of like a lot of this stuff is a little bit new for me, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, all of this has been new for me. So it was kind of a trial run in a way just to see how it went. And we pretty much almost hit our class cap every time.
That's so cool.
Yeah, dude, it was sick. So we've had upwards of like probably 50, 75 total signups over the course of the last 6 months. And it's just been so much fun, man. I mean, I personally always try to really, it's too easy when you're building a program to focus on building the program and not enjoy it enough.
Right.
And so I try to always remember the important thing is not always what especially the kids learn. Like self-defense is important, but it's the moments that you can cultivate that they'll remember, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's what happened with me. And so, I mean, we just have such a great team. First of all, we got Ani and Jacob and Jen and all these great people that come out to help. And it all happened really organically. And yeah, it's just been tons of fun. And I guess like, especially for someone like me who like, I have a hard time being like, I just think it's been a total success, you know?
Yeah.
And that's a lot coming from someone like me who's always shooting high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to compliment what you're building there and the group of kids that you have in there. Look at you like you hung the moon, man. And that's pretty cool. And then also just, I've seen you grow into like that role of responsibility in a beautiful way that like gives me a lot of good thoughts about how the future is going to be for you, man.
Yeah, well, it's going to be good. And it's because of you, man. You know, like you're a huge influence, and you are a big motivation behind why I am doing all of this. You know, I feel like it's a responsibility of mine. And like I said, it's just sometimes things just happen or come together organically. And
Yeah.
it's been the case, you know, but yeah, our program in general has just been, it's been such a blessing because we came in and it was brand new. We had this youth program that it's brand new. You know, we got this grant that funded this youth program. And then I came in 6 months into it just being started. And there's been so much that's happened in the last like less than a year. I mean, we've built a one-on-one mentorship program that's kicking butt. We have a lot of volunteer mentors coming in and they're getting matched up with kids, and then they're off, you know, building their relationship together.
So cool.
We have our girls empowerment program that Ani is leading at both the middle school and high school. We do our work at Talac once a week. We're working with all the other programs in town, you know, working together there's this thing called Youth on the Margins.
Okay.
And what that is it's basically all these different programs in town come together and they try to, you know, help each other out with different types of resources and kind of lean on each other for support, because we're all kind of trying to reach the same goals. We're all kind of on the same mission to help the community and to help the kids.
Okay.
But a big part of what started happening is we realized it was hard to get, you know, ideas of what we should do without having the opinions of these different young people that were system impacted and that were going through stuff. So we basically, that's what we're working on right now it's pretty cool. We're forming a team of young people from all different programs and places around town to bring together to conduct a listening session.
Okay.
And I mean, these kids are like, I'm the one building the team, and it's crazy. Like, dude, it's nuts. Like what these kids have gone through, their different stories. I mean, from all different areas and different walks of life. And then we're going to bring them together. They're all going to basically sit down at a table, and then they're going to, you know, we're all going to talk, and we're going to do like a multi-session listening session of what's going on with them and what they think needs to change as being people that are directly affected by the system and the different problems and whatnot. And then we're going to take that to the higher ups amongst all these different programs in town. And we're going to, you know, take action on it.
Cool.
So yeah, there's so many cool things happening, and it's all happening really fast, and just super grateful to be a part of it.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys want one of these custom paintings, hit me up. If you want to learn how to punch somebody in the face and be a better person, hit him up. And we pretty much hit the time, so I'm going to save my other good idea for next week as a teaser.
Cool.
Tune in next week. I got a good
We
idea.
could start it out with that.
What?
We could even start it out with.
Well, we'll start it out with a tease so they stay.
Right.
And we already got the good idea of the death app, the death reminder app
That's pretty good.
for scroll time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just every I don't know, we should set it up on kids' phones without them even knowing too.
Yeah.
They don't know why it's texting them that, just some random number just text them. Maybe I'll get a burner phone and just text all the random kids you're gonna die.
Yeah.
That could go wrong. That could go bad.
That could go real bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
The parent reads it. What? Coach Ryan texting you. You're gonna
No, dude, it's gonna be untraceable.
Right.
Some random guy, but the cops
That's
are gonna
even worse.
just a random number pops up. You're gonna die.
You're gonna die.
Burner Instagram death reminder 146.
Yeah.
Just sends them a message. You're gonna die.
Yeah.
Text
It's
them
real, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I got hit pretty hard when I almost died and was pretty unhappy.
Yeah.
You know, so
and
not everyone gets a second chance.
The most important part of life, I think, is death.
Yeah.
And I think it's what makes everything cool.
It sharpens your perspective. Yeah, for sure.
Even dogs die. Oh, you don't like that? Even dogs die.
You don't say that in front of the dog.
Is this dog gonna die?
He's like, what?
This dog almost died when she pooped on the rug earlier. Right in front of me.
Oh no.
Yeah, but she's faster than lightning, so I can never
That's
get her to punch her. She's like 50 times faster than me.
She can hide in all the small
Yeah,
places.
she gets under the table or she gets under the bed and she jukes.
Oh,
And she sprints out and I try to go and she just freaking burns me.
That's so funny.
Yeah. All right, song time.
All right, guys.
TikTok, we're out of here.
Adios.
YouTube, we're out of here. Episode will be on Spotify in a couple hours. Oh, and there's actually one in the can that I forgot about that I'll throw up on Spotify
Nice.
too.
Hey, see you guys next week.
Oh no, where'd the song go? It's my desktop.
It's that awkward moment where we find the song. We sit here on live.
Yeah, dude. We're just on live while I'm trying to find it. Look at how many tabs I got open.
Gosh,
That's my brain.
that is. I get it. What's up, buddy? You got some podcast.
Here we go. Here we go. All right.
Sweet.
From the big screen to the big dreams.
All right. Buddies. Buddies. Like, dude, quit making me look stupid.
All right, I gotta get my talk